I do think that she's a bit delusional here, and also like maybe the slightest bit disrespectful, because I mean, I don't.
The drama surrounding Caitlin Clark's return to the spotlight didn't just mark a triumphant comeback, it rewrote the WNBA history books in real time. After weeks off the court nursing a groin injury, she re-emerged with a thunderclap, not just appearing in the 2025 WNBA All-Star draft but taking over the event completely. And by the time the dust settled, Caitlin wasn't just another All-Star. She was the All-Star, team captain, trendsetter, and rule-breaker. Clark, in just her second season, pulled off the unthinkable. She didn't just receive a high number of All-Star votes. She amassed a staggering 1.29 million, more than the entire top 30 WNBA players combined received in 2023. Think about that for a second. She didn't just lead the vote, she obliterated every record, multiplying the league's previous high by over 13 times.
Gotta do it because, unfortunately, that's just the way things are right now, it seems. You have to talk about whether or not
A'ja Wilson once set the standard with under 100,000 votes. Clark turned that into a footnote. This wasn't just fan support. It was a cultural moment, a movement. And the best part, she did it all while injured. This vote count wasn't just about stats. It was about impact. Clark had transformed the WNBA from a niche product into mainstream conversation. Fans weren't just voting, they were organizing. Parents, kids, college students, even people who had never watched a WNBA game were jumping in. She turned ballots into a revolution and earned the captain title not because of favoritism, but because of undeniable force. But what came next took that momentum and lit it on fire. The moment Clark appeared on ESPN for the draft, it was clear she wasn't there to follow the rules.
And you got to try to set the best example you can 100% of the time, and no one's going to be perfect by any means, but
alongside fellow captain Nafisa Collier, Clark smiled and laughed, but behind that charm was a strategy nobody anticipated. The draft opened with Clark choosing her Indiana Fever teammate, Aaliyah Boston. Loyalty over flash. Familiarity over hype. She chose chemistry and connection over headlines. Boston had been with her through the ups and downs of her rookie year, and Clark made sure the world saw that she didn't forget. Then came the moment that left the studio, and the league, reeling. With a playful smile and zero hesitation, Clark casually dropped the line that would shake the foundation of WNBA traditions. "We're trading coaches." What? Nobody saw that coming. In the history of the All-Star game, a captain had never even hinted at such a move. But Clark wasn't interested in business as usual. She didn't just trade players, she traded coaches.
A'ja Wilson recently went on the Roommates podcast, and that is a podcast with Jalen Brunson
and not just any coach. She traded Cheryl Reeve, the woman who had notoriously left her off Team USA, criticized her popularity, and publicly questioned the hype surrounding her. Gone. Clark handed Reeve over to Collier's squad and pulled in Sandy Brondello, head coach of the New York Liberty. A winner. A strategist. A leader Clark chose. This wasn't about comfort. It was about control. The WNBA had to step in, make calls, and verify the legality of the trade during the live show. Producers scrambled. Viewers gasped. But when the dust settled, it was official. Clark's trade had been approved. A seismic shift in the way the All-Star event could be run, led by a 23-year-old in her second season. But here's where it gets even juicier. The coach she traded away, Cheryl Reeve. The same woman who decided Clark didn't belong on the Olympic roster. The same coach who subtly, and sometimes not so subtly, dismissed the attention Clark was receiving. It wasn't just a trade. It was a message. You didn't believe in me. Now you can coach against me. Mic drop. And while all this played out in front of a captivated audience, another storyline was boiling beneath the surface. Despite Clark's historic vote count, despite the public adoration, her peers voted her only the 9th best guard in the league. 9th. Not 2nd. Not 3rd. 9th. Behind Alicia Gray. Behind Sabrina Ionescu. Even behind Natasha Cloud and Brittany Sykes. Let that sink in. The most popular WNBA player of all time, by an unfathomable margin, was being quietly dismissed by the very players she shares the court with. The same woman who was single-handedly rewriting ratings, selling out arenas, and dragging the league into relevance was being told by her colleagues, "You're not even top 5. And Clark had to sit with that, smile through it, carry that sting right into the All-Star draft. So what did she do? She built her own army. Aaliyah Boston, her first pick. Kelsey Mitchell, drafted. Asia Wilson, the same rival who outshined her in head-to-head matchups and won the MVP many fans thought Clark deserved. Clark still picked her. Why? Because Clark separates rivalry from respect. Because Clark builds teams that win. And she didn't stop there. She selected Sabrina Ionescu. She drafted Satu Sabauli, Gabby Williams, Sonia Citron, Jackie Young. She stacked her team with speed, shooting, intelligence, and defensive power. She was crafting more than a lineup. She was sending a message. You may not respect me, but you're going to watch me. And the venue, the cherry on top, Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Her home turf. The same crowd that chants her name during Fever games would now explode every time she touched the ball during an All-Star event. This wasn't just a home game. This was her game. The league handed her the keys, and she drove that narrative straight through every wall in her way. But the tension didn't fade. Nafisa Collier, who drafted her own super team, traded friendly jabs during the draft. "Bad move, Caitlin," she quipped. "We've got more chemistry now." Her playful trash talk disguised the truth. She knew Clark's boldness had upended everything. Because while they were all laughing on camera, the undercurrent was unmistakable. Clark had power. Real power. And with that power came disruption. This All-Star game is no longer just a showcase of talent. It's a proving ground. A referendum. Clark's fans broke every voting record to make this moment happen. Now she gets to silence every critic, every doubter, every player who ranked her 9th, right there on national television. Every three-pointer she hits is a statement. Every assist, a declaration. Every win, a reckoning. There's no denying it now. Caitlin Clark has transformed from a viral phenomenon into the most influential force in women's basketball. She's not just changing the game. She is the game. And this All-Star weekend, under the lights of Gainbridge Fieldhouse, we'll all find out just how far she's willing to go to claim the respect she's already earned from millions, if not yet from her peers. If you're excited to see Clark break even more records and silence her critics on the All-Star stage, let us know in the comments by writing CC Record Breaker. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another twist in this unbelievable journey. The next chapter is just beginning, and you won't want to miss it.